The secret to making entrees that are raw, but making them really easy, is to use the techniques of stacking, stuffing, and rolling to take a leftover dip or pate that you already have on hand and to create something really visually appealing. So remember that not tuna pate we just made, how I said you could turn it into 5 different meals? Well, you could have it on top of a salad, you could have it with the cut up veggies like we made for lunch, but you can also stack, stuff, and roll it into an entree. So let's talk about stuffing. You might stuff that not tuna pate inside of a tomato or into a mushroom. Or here we've got it stuffed into a bell pepper half. And then here it's stuffed into a romaine lettuce leaf and topped with cucumber slices. You could top this with an additional piece of romaine lettuce and then you'd have a sandwich. And you really don't miss the bread. That pate is so hearty and you're eating it with your hands, feels like you're eating a sandwich. And you could pick up this red bell pepper and eat it like finger food too. So there's some examples of stuffed entrees using the not tuna pate. How about stacking? One of my favorite entrees is tomato stacks, and I'm going to show you how to make that right now. It tastes like a gourmet dish, but it just couldn't be simpler to make. It's only a couple of seconds if you already have the not tuna pate and a pesto on hand. So you start with 1 slice of tomato, and then you layer some not tuna pate on top of it. And you can use any kind of pate here. In my book, Raw Food Made Easy, I have recipes for walnut pate, for sun-dried tomato sunflower pate. Any of those pates are going to work deliciously. That's my first layer. Now I'm going to top it with a second slice of tomato. And I'm going to put some pesto on top. Pesto is a delicious Italian dip made from pine nuts, basil, and garlic, a little olive oil too, ground up in the food processor. And you can find that recipe in your study guide insert. If you don't have any pesto on hand, just put another layer of pate right on top of this. But the pesto makes a beautiful color and flavor. This smells great. I can really smell that basil. And then to top it all off, I'm going to put a few alfalfa sprouts on top. You can use any green leafy sprout that you can find in your supermarket. And a few sliced Kalamata olives. And there you have a gourmet stacked entree that you can eat with a knife and a fork as a part of any elegant meal.